Hi, I saw another question online that hit me in my core. And the question went something like this from a parent. How will I know when it's time to push? It's such an innocent question, but with so many layers of complication. Let me see if I can unpack it with and for you. Knowing how to push is actually a misnomer. We don't know really anything in birth because our brain should not be involved. Birth happens in our body, not in our heads. And when we are convinced by professionals that birth is a linear process that can be measured and tested and charted, then we lose touch with the reality of what it's like to be in birth. And nobody knows when they're in birth, really even what stage they're in. In fact, it's probably the most common worry, like this exact question. But it's not a knowing. It's a felt sense in the body. The other part of this that's like a layer is that it's obviously born from the patriarchy, because we come from centuries, decades of having our bodies measured and touched and encouraged or altered by external forces. And so as a society, we're asking questions like, when will I know when it's time to push from outsiders? Because the perception has been created that outsiders know more than you in your own body doing it. So I want to answer this question because I think it's really wanted. I think people really want to know the answer to this question, but I'm going to answer it from the perspective of a mother, not really a midwife or a childbirth educator or birth professional like I am. And I really want to get into the heart of this. You'll know when it's like, it's hard to say because it's like, you actually don't need to know anything, right? But pushing is a biofeedback mechanism. And it sounds a little gross, but you can think about this from the perspective of the rectal bowel function in your body. How do you know when it's time to poop? This is a felt sense in the body. It's not a known thing, right? You take yourself to the bathroom sometimes without any conscious thought. And the same happens in labor. You take yourself to a quiet, dark corner somewhere when your body knows when it's time to be private, when your body knows that the fetal ejection reflex is coming. And it is a reflex. Like, it is an intuitive, instinctive process. Your body knows how to do this. And so in preparing for birth, instead of trying to become a paraprofessional where you learn the stages and phases of labor, my strongest held belief is that mothers and parents should spend time imagining and researching what would interfere with the normal physiologic, emotional, intuitive, instinctive process. Because the bigger problem is not knowing when to push. The bigger problem is having some kind of interference in your body's natural ability and instinct. So pushing is a biofeedback mechanism. It happens because there's a fetal head on your bum inside your pelvis. And it's triggering all those receptor sites that cause that pressure-sensitive mechanism to build up. And that will happen after your cervix has fully opened so that your baby's head can slip through it and put pressure on your pelvic floor. So what are the things that could prevent you from opening? What are the things that would prevent you from feeling? What are the things that would prevent you from being fully body focused? Well, anything that would keep you in your head, anything that would keep you thinking, certainly anything that would require you to protect your environment, protect yourself from others. That will interfere with the process more than anything. So, knowing how to push is not the goal. Being in an environment where you can feel and trust your body's instincts is the goal. And modern midwives do a fantastic job of creating the space, holding the space so that you can be in your body and do your thing. And modern midwives also provide the added benefit of monitoring your baby so that we can let go of any fears we might have of our baby's well-being and just connect with the process. So a modern midwife is unobtrusive in the background, maybe tidying, maybe making food, maybe making some notes about your journey, taking your baby's heart rate. But mostly modern midwives don't tell you what to do. They don't tell you when you've finished a phase of labor. They let you navigate your process. And let is a problematic word too, right? Because it's not theirs to let, it's yours already. So modern midwives hold the space. And we hold this very liminal, powerful space of risk assessment, really assessing that you're low risk and that you're normal, of helping to support the pre-established boundaries of what you want and what you don't want, what's okay with them, what's okay with the law, those sorts of things. And then they are extraordinary at informed decision-making, helping you make moment-by-moment decisions based on all the available data, helping you know what your choices even are. So my wish for folks is that that you can create the environment that allows your body to know just when to push and allows your brain to let go of even needing to know that data. Be well, my friends. Birth is magical. Thanks for following.